Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about some NBA and some NASCAR news here in the same video. I've done the wrestling and NFL news in the same video. If you want to go check out that, go watch that. But this video, I'm going to do these two videos so I don't have to upload 4 separate videos today on that show. But yeah, first thing I want to talk about here is Bob Cousy. He blasted Steve Kerr. Pause. Suggesting that he has some kind of bias against the Boston Celtics in this article. And quote, Tatum is on the cover of Sports Illustrated this month. Who cares? Any experts that I've read lately have chosen him in the top 5 and sometimes number 1 in the fucking world. I assume that's what the expletive is. Number 1 in the world? Who, Celtics fans? Or the Celtics fans that simp over Jason Tatum and think he's hot? Who has him number 1? Nobody thinks he's a top 5 player. He's not even top 10 or 15, maybe not even top 20. Like, he's not that superstar. Jaylen Brown's even better than him. Now, Kerr's telling the world that he doesn't agree. In a 40-minute game, if you can't find 5 minutes to play somebody on the team without hurting itself, but Kerr did it last week, he was in no danger of losing the game. But in this case, they were got down by 17 points, and he's got to worry about losing the game. He's talking about this during the Olympics, and he's got to worry about losing the game, and then not to let Tatum get off the bench. To me, there's got to be some kind of bias that he's got against the Celtics. End quote. I mean, yeah, he's giving Derek White some minutes. I don't know. I really think Holiday and White's skill set is more effective than Tatum's in some of the lineups being played. A bit insane that he got a lot of did not plays. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to be the sensible person here during the Olympics. I just don't know if Jason Tatum would have brought that big of an impact. I think people were just looking to complain about something since obviously Team USA was going to win the gold because they have all the NBA talent. They were just looking for something to complain about with the media. I don't think the playing time of any of the guys has to do with their talent level. But it has to do with the chemistry in the lineups, which is extremely important in Olympic basketball. See, that's just how it is. The team's constructed around KD, Bron, and Steph. That's your big stars. Then you got Bam, KD, AD, and Embiid are the bigs. White, Drew, Book, and the 3 and D role players. Like, I don't know why Bob Cousy's freaking suggesting that Steve Kerr's a bot. Anyone who suggests that Jason Tatum be the number 1 player in the world should be laughed at and immediately discharged. And he's not number 1. It says people sometimes rank him number 1 in the world. Who ranks him number 1? Like, if you think he's number 1, then you should be laughed at and bullied. I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. But you should be laughed at if you're a Celtics fan. He literally plays Holiday and White, just doesn't fit well with the team, and Jason Tatum just wasn't needed. And Steve Kerr said it was his benching was like a math problem. Pendeo face. Yeah, I'm sure it's figuring out a math problem when you're coaching the Warriors, buddy. So, LeBron James, he could potentially become an owner of the Celtics in the future, per at the NY Post. Boston Red Sox owner Fenway Sports Group and Redbird Capital that partner closely with LeBron James are seriously considering bidding for the Boston Celtics. Sources close to the situation said James, who still starts for the Lakers, could not be a part of Celtics ownership now, sources said, but with the sale being a 2-step process where 49% of the team isn't sold until 2028, he could easily still end up being the owner of the Lakers' hated rivals, as the 39-year-old should be retired by that time. He's already owned them for, 20 years? 23-13 career record, he already technically owns them. I mean, pretty much already is. It would be cool, but the jokes this would create would be foul, man. The freaking jokes that would come out of this. He already owns them, but I guess it'd be good to see it on paper, too. But that'd be interesting. LeBron becoming a possible owner of the Boston Celtics. Like, who would have expected to see this in 2024? Lakers, Celtics have their hated rivals. Who would have thought LeBron could potentially become an owner of the Celtics? That would be interesting, because he'll be retired by then. The Olympic game MVP. Via Ron Kroichik, Joel Embiid might play for Cameroon next Olympics in 2028. It's been a good experience. It's been a grind, being away from home and my family for a few weeks. But the group of guys we have, they made it easy. Paris is a great city, and the next one is LA. It might not be with Team USA. It might be with Cameroon. You can't just keep switching teams, bro. Bro switched now from Team USA to Cameroon. He's loyal to nobody, and he's really just ring chasing this year. I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, I would ring chase too to go to Team USA because they had all the elite talent, but not a real American hero like Steph Curry. NBA 2K, you're gonna be able to do jersey swaps. 2K25 will do anything but improve the gameplay. They cropped out the photo where Grady Dick and Anthony Black did a picture where it says Black Dick. They will do anything but improve the fucking gameplay. I hope this is actually good. 2K is actually good this year. Or 2K25, but I highly doubt it. This when is it ever good? So Gordon Hayward, he reveals that he was set on signing with the Miami Heat in 2017, and going to Boston. I wouldn't say that was the biggest mistake he made because he really didn't get a chance because it was a freak injury on the first play that he got there. So you can't really say, oh, Boston was the biggest. He made the biggest mistake. That was his biggest mistake. Just kind of just had bad luck with injuries, you know. It's just a freak accident where you break your leg and really just ruined his career. You can't predict an injury like that. If he stays healthy, you can argue they make a couple finals appearances, possibly. It's just crazy how life works. But you can't blame him for going to the Celtics that year. It's just a freak injury. Like, that freak injury can happen. Pat Bev, he wants fans to stop acting like CNN reporters and trying to inform him what's happening in Israel. Bro literally gives no fucks about anything but money. He really doesn't care about anything. But honestly, as much as I don't like Patrick Beverley, 95% of the people on Twitter could take some notes from that quote. But I don't know why he would care about it. But anytime he hears a question about Israel, he's like, nah, I don't care. I mean, it's whatever, it's his opinion, I guess. So, now I'm here to talk about some NASCAR news and went over all the NBA stuff I wanted to go over. So, for the Michigan schedule this weekend, I want to get that out of the way. At 1:30, we're starting Friday, ARCA practice qualifying. Charlie's probably like, ARCA! 3:30, NBC Sports at Xfinity practice and qualifying. 6 p.m. FS1 ARCA. Charlie's gonna tune into this race. He's gonna be like, this race is gonna be better than the Xfinity and Cup race. Because Charlie loves, watching ARCA. Saturday, 12:35 Cup practice and qualifying. At 3 p.m. the pre-race for Xfinity. 3:30 the Xfinity race. Sunday at 2 p.m. on USA. The pre-race, and then 2:30 the Cup race. And obviously there's IndyCar this weekend as well. The sooner Xfinity moves to CW, the better they can get this fucking shit off the NBC Sports app. NBC Sports app's the worst fucking thing I've ever used. Shit's trash. So, we've got to talk about the more from the incident last night. Some stuff. Austin Dillon had some comments after the race. Just flabbergasted still after that finish last night. Still can't believe Austin Dillon did that. After the race, he was like, "Oh, I did what I had to do. I heard we're trending #1 on Twitter." Ain't no way he said, "There's a thing called publicity." And what's that saying? All publicity is not good publicity, or that's at least my saying. At least he's basically saying this publicity is good. I don't think a guy that's ran dog shit 30th all year finally has a good race, dumps the 2 leaders, or dumped the leader, then dumped the 3rd place car that was going for the lead, hooked them, and he basically said, "Oh, this publicity's good. Just getting out of hand. NASCAR won't do shit." And he basically said he meant to move Logano, and then it was a reaction as far as contact with Hamlin. Just stupid. He basically admitted he wrecked them both. Still, so. But yeah, that was some comments after the race. Elton Sawyer with this. He said Elton Sawyer didn't rule out penalties on the last lap. It's cool. Suspend him for a week. Oh yeah, but but if you did, you'll get a waiver anyways. Elton Sawyer won't be smart and won't do shit. He basically, on the final lap and possible penalties, there was a video on Bob Parker's Twitter here. It was a shit show. I don't know. It feels like he has come out after every damn race the last couple months, it seems. Can we just have a cup race without stupid shenanigans? Like, it's a shit show, because he has to come out publicly and say something. Feels like every race. And just NASCAR can't be taken seriously with the playoff format. It's basically WWE, like wrestling. I'm not saying wrestling's fake, because obviously wrestling, those wrestlers put their bodies on the line every time they go out there and wrestle. But I'm basically saying how it feels like NASCAR just sometimes is scripted. No other form of racing would accept this. Like F1, IndyCar. Even though I don't like F1, so it's not that great racing. I mean, it's been better lately that Max isn't dominating, but just no other form of racing would accept this. I don't fully trust him with the decision with Elton Sawyer, but yeah, you can keep. I guess if honestly he can keep the win, but just take him out of the playoffs. The win in the arena is terrible, and he can play post-race tag. They should just issue a penalty to sometime later this week. Just drive that car because it's the grandfather's team. If it wasn't for him, Austin wouldn't have a ride. I mean, I don't defend Joe Logano often, but I've got to defend Joey and Denny after the race. And there could be penalties for Joey Logano, possibly for his actions on pit road after the race. For, I guess, doing a half burnout or like something like that. I had a little faith, and nothing's gonna happen. But they're not gonna fix it. I mean, they're not gonna do nothing. So yeah, that's my final thoughts really after this news video on what happened there at the end. And like I'll say, it doesn't matter if it was my driver, Chase Elliott, or if anybody else did it. It would still be a dirty move. I would still say it's a dirty move, and say people deserve to get called out for it. So. That's just my opinion, though. Richmond Raceway is rumored to be losing one of its races, and Virginia native Denny Hamlin to understand what's crazy is that it's always one of our top 5 ratings markets that watch us on TV, but they don't actually come to the racetrack itself. I mean, Richmond just isn't exciting. Just fix the car, and it'll be a better race to watch on television, but it's just not. Ouch Racer on Twitter, 2 of the top 5 drivers as they run appear going full-time Xfinity in 2025. Well, this was during the truck race, and I assume it's Akis to Colley and Tanner Gray to JGR. One to JGR and the other to Colley. Driver, the one also rumored to a big Xfinity seat for 2025. Corey Heim not being Xfinity at a minimum is a freaking crime, dude. What does he have to do to get to Xfinity? Like, Bush's left wrist was wrapped. He sprayed it in the Indy crash. at the Brickyard. So, it's interesting. Yeah, but it's all the, NBA and, NASCAR news I wanted to talk about, so, yeah, that's really all I gotta talk about for this video, so until next time, Peace.